Recently, the IMO released a new code for maritime autonomous surface ships. This marks a major step forward in regulating autonomous vessels. MASS stands for Maritime Autonomous Surface Ships. These are vessels that use automation to operate. So there's a spectrum. At one end of the spectrum, we have decision support for crew on board, and then we have vessels that are operated remotely from the shore. And then at the far end of the spectrum, we have vessels that are fully autonomous and can make decisions by themselves with no crew on board. This is important because as autonomy increases, responsibilities shift from crew to remote operators to technology, and this changes how risks arise. Absolutely, they can be covered under mutual P&I insurance in exactly the same way as traditional manned vessels, provided they meet the usual requirements in terms of things like flag, class and safety standards. So when vessels are operated from ashore, we refer to the centre where they're being operated as the Remote Operations Centre, or ROC. It doesn't affect P&I cover directly when the vessels are operated in this way, but the clubs will look carefully at who's responsible for navigation and the contract that exists between the vessel owner and the ROC service provider. If there's a claim, such as a collision or a pollution incident, even if this is due to a system error or human error at the ROC, then those third-party liabilities can be covered under P&I in the normal way. So staff working on land at an ROC would not be considered as seafarers for the purpose of P&I cover. It's expected that the operators of the ROCs would have a separate land-based cover to pick up those liabilities, such as an employer's liability policy. Incidents which arise due to cyber risks are covered. So for example, a collision occurring due to a cyber risk would fall within cover, provided it's not war or terrorism related, in which case the standard P&I war exclusion would apply. Vessels operating remotely would not be classed as undertaking a specialist operation, unless of course they're undertaking one of the operations that's set out in the specialist operations exclusion to mutual cover, such as dredging, laying cable, pile driving, or something of that nature.